What is going on, Toronto Raptor fans? It is a sad Sunday for the Toronto Raptors because we have just lost to the Brooklyn Nets. It's really, really, really disgusting to lose to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are not a good enough team against any other NBA team except when they beat up on the Toronto Raptors. I mean, my gosh, Michael Porter Jr. going crazy. Claxton out there just pummeling us. We lose 96 to 81. 96 to 81. Michael Porter Jr. with 24. Claxton with only 12. Clowney. Clowney's out there with the same hairstyle my wife has, and he's dropping 19 on us. And then they got this rookie dude just killing us from three. Which one was he here? 3-point range. Oh, yeah. Igor Demin. 4 of 8 from three. 50%. And the Raptors, on the other hand, cannot shoot at all. The Toronto Raptors have a major shooting problem. The Toronto Raptors need to, I don't know what, I've said it before. I think they need to hire a hypnotist and get these guys to shoot because, like, Brooklyn, 40% from 3-point land. 40%. They just hit everything they put up. And the Raptors were only 28, but I don't want to get into that yet. I want to go back and go through the last four Raptors games and prove that they have a problem with shooting. This is the reason that they're losing these games. Okay, yes, it doesn't help that RJ Barrett is out. It doesn't help the Jakob clearly not 100%. I mean, he started this game, but I think he was in 7 minutes or something. Anyway, we'll see that in 2 seconds as I attempt to share my screen here. Let's see if this works. If I can record it. I was testing it out. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, so you should hopefully be able to see. I'm going to go back the last four losses. So this is the Raptors loss to the Boston Celtics 121 to 113. It was last week, yeah, December 7th. But look here, this is actually the best of them. This is why I went back this far, 4 games, because it's not horrible. This are the numbers we need to look at down here at the bottom. 49% from the floor, okay? Not the worst, not the worst. You see Jakob sort of bringing that number up. Brandon Ingram shooting better than that as well. Scottie Barnes directly at 50%. Emmanuel Quickley. Mamukelashvili, not horrible. AJ Lawson even at 50%, and Agbaji better than 50%. But Jamal Shed, Elijah Martin, not good. Jacoby Walter. Here's the problem that I think. I think we got a Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick problem. He didn't even get a shot in this game in 7 minutes. OCHAI Agbaji, again, he wasn't the worst here, and he hit his 1-3. But that's why, like I said, this is going to be the best number that you're going to see of these numbers that we look at. So again, this is the bar. They still lost, as you can see, by 8, but 41% from three, 49% from the floor. Okay, free throws. Yeah. Then we've got our next game here, the loss against the Knicks, 117 to 107. This was, I believe, the cup game that actually mattered. Anyways, we won't get into that. We actually won the first quarter here. And then supposedly, if you watch my Raptors in Black and White podcast that we did earlier today, my man Head Swag was at this game, and he said there was a fan chirping off in the first quarter when the Raptors were ahead to Jalen Brunson, who then went nuclear on them and destroyed them in the second, third, fourth quarter. And supposedly, he said even after the game, Brunson went and sort of, dapped up that guy to say, "Yo, thanks for being critical of me," because it encouraged him. It gave him the, um, the reason to push the anyway. What am I trying to say? The motivation to pummel the Raptors, and he squashed them single-handedly. I mean, if Jalen Brunson can play like that every game, they might even be able to beat Oklahoma City, for crying out loud, to win this thing. They ended up winning the NBA Cup, so shows what they can do. But anyway, Raptors in this game, 43% from the floor. Okay, 43% from the floor, 29% from three, and a brutal 67% from the free throw line. Who are the people contributing to this low shooting percentage? Not Brandon Ingram. You can see here. Scottie Barnes, not great. That's like 33% just off the top of my head. Not good. Jakob, he's a solid percentage-wise, a solid shooter. He always takes stuff in and around the rim. They're usually just layups or little, 4 or 5 foot floaters. He's got like a 65, 67% shooting percentage from the floor, which is crazy. But he doesn't make a ton of attempts. Then you got Agbaji, 1 of 4. Jamal Shead, 6 of 15. This is not good. But again, the people I think most guilty, I mean, Mamu here, he's sort of streaky, weird. Sometimes he's well, or sometimes he plays well. Sometimes he's brutal. Colin Murray-Boyles, not a shooter. So shockingly here, he's dragging the number up. Mogbo, 1 of 1. Garrett Temple, he doesn't play very many minutes. He was just in garbage time at the end of the game. Pardon me. AJ Lawson, 0 of 2. Chucky Hepburn, 0 of 3. Jacoby Walter, actually better than 50% here with 5 of 8. And then Grady Dick, 0 of 3. You're going to see a trend here. But these are the guys that got to get it going. Agbaji, you got to play better. Again, I don't know why Jamison Battle's not in here getting minutes, but Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick, Agbaji, and Battle are the missing links for us that need to step up and get some stuff going. So here we've got our other loss. This was against the Celtics again. Yeah, you can see 112-96. And what do we got going on? 41% from the field. It's not good. We got to at least shoot 50%. You got to be able to get half your shots in. 41%, 34% from three. This isn't the most terrible number. If you're around 35, it's kind of acceptable. But still, not going to win you many games. Yeah, you can see here Boston was only 31, but still 46% overall. We probably had more attempts as well. We probably had more turnovers. We get over here. We had 12. They had 9. Yeah, see? So they probably had more shot attempts. But anyway, again, let's look who's causing this. Not Brandon Ingram. Even this time, not Mamukelashvili. Of course, he started and plays for Jakob in this game. Scottie Barnes, 5 of 15. Why is he shooting 5 3-pointers? 1 of 3. I mean, overall this season, he is up a bit. But still, calm down, Scottie Barnes. Okay? You're not a 3-point shooter. Stop taking them. The reason they leave you open is because you're not a 3-point shooter. Immanuel Quickley, 1 of 7. 1 of 12 from the floor. Like, oh my gosh. Thank God he got 7 assists, but still, geez Louise. OCHAI, 1 of 5. Jamison Battle, 0 of 1. Like, you're in there, dude. You finally got 6 minutes. Hit a shot. This is why you're riding the pine. I think this guy's got a ton of potential, but him I'll give the most slack to only because of his inconsistency with minutes. It's got to be way harder to just sit, then try to hit some shots when you're called upon. Colin Murray-Boyles, look at this, holding his own. This guy's going to be a player, man. He's obviously a defensive juggernaut and still holding his own here on offense, which he's not expected to do. Jamal Shead, 2 of 5, dragging it down. Jacoby Walter, 33% here. What's that? Well, that's not bad from 3, actually, 40%. Then we got Grady Dick, 2 of 4, 0 of 2 from 3. This guy's supposed to be a 3-point assassin. He can't hit shots. And then finally, tonight, which is the game we're focused on here, it gets even worse. 37% from the floor, 28% from 3. Oh, yeah. What the heck kind of game is this? Again, well, Brandon Ingram not doing great in this one. Brandon Ingram was bricking like crazy in the fourth quarter, too. Maybe exhaustion. This was a back-to-back, sure. But Scottie Barnes, 3 of 10. 0 of 3 from 3. Why are you taking threes? Jakob, his shooting percentage, bringing it up. Of course, he didn't play very many minutes. 1 of 1. Immanuel Quickley, Less than 33% here, 5 of 16 from the floor. He had a sweet third quarter where you actually can see we beat them in the third quarter and actually took the lead for a second, but then they just punched us in the face in the fourth. So yeah, Manuel Quickley not sustainable. Ochai actually stepped up a tiny bit more. 3 of 6, 1 of 2 from 3. That's acceptable. Mamu, 1 of 4. Jamison Battle, 2 of 5. Collimer and 0 of 2 from 3. Like, Battle, what are you doing, dude? You finally get a chance here. Hit these. Get more open. Actually, we're going to see Grady Dick did hit a 3 on this one. Colin Murray Boyles, this guy seems to be pretty consistently 50% here. Actually, my Colin Murray Boyles stock is rising as we're looking through these stats. Jamal Shed, 1 of 7. Brutal. Jacoby Walter, 4 of 5. Okay, pretty good. And 1 of 1 from 3. So these guys are inconsistent is their main problem. Once in a while, one of them's got it. But let's ride Walter then in this game. Grady Dick in. He goes 1 of 6 from the floor and 1 of 3 from 3. It's brutal. It's not how you're going to win games. We are not going to be able to beat up on teams, especially when we end up with 15 turnovers. Oh, they had 21. The Raptors are the number one causer of turnovers in the league, so not surprising that the other team has a lot. But our main problem is we don't convert the turnovers that we get into points. Yeah. Anyway, as a team, 5 blocks, 6 steals, 39 rebounds. We didn't have very many free throws either, which again, this is just a league thing. It's always happened to the Raptors. Let's just double check that, make sure I'm not totally insane. Yeah, look at this. They have 16 free throws. They're 12 and 16. We only end up with 8, and it's the refs tend to bury the whistle when it comes to the Raptors on offense. Again, if you could hit some more shots, I think the refs, would give us more leeway, but we got to work on it, man. We need some hypnotism. We need some psychiatrists, some psychologists, some whatever it is, man. The Raptors MLSE has got enough money. They need to bring in all the hypnotists. Bring in the that O's, whatever that guy O's Perlman. Is that his name? Bring that dude in, okay? Let's get him to hypnotize and do some mind games on these people. Bring in anybody. I'll find a list of hypnotists and I will suggest them to the Raptors. Again, Raptors lose 96-81. Check out the Raptors in black and white. It was a pretty good one this week. We talked about trades for Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Sabonis, Domantas Sabonis, and about what we would do. Actually shocked me. Head swag blew my mind. The guy was willing to trade almost anybody for Scottie, actually. It's a little bit shocking. Anybody for Giannis, including Scottie Barnes. I'm trying to not trade RJ Barrett over here. And man, he was like, RJ and Scottie, get him out of here. Give me Giannis. So I was a little bit surprised with that. Anyway, you can check that video out. Maybe even it's popping up right here, or it's possibly popping up right here. If you haven't subscribed, do that over here, or the opposite one of whichever it is that wasn't the video from earlier. And thank you for watching. We will catch you next time. Later.